The foundation, if you will, of this patio gym is this concrete slab, which you can see has some problems. It's got two big cracks in it. This is the worst one. And it has a cliff on one side where it's raised up, and then it's sunken on the other side. And it has been patched before, and it left a big ridge. And then on this end, we had a sewer line replaced, and they made a big cut here and then patched it. And so it has two little valleys on either side. So we're going to need to even this out somewhat to put our flooring down. Hey, Roscoe. Initially, our plan was to chip down the high side and then put some self-leveling concrete on the low side. But you'll see later on that we abandoned that plan. Okay, so progress report. We got this much of the concrete stripped, and then we had kind of a change of plan. So rather than using the self-leveling concrete to raise everything up, we are going to do two things. We're going to use it to fill in the holes and any gaps, and then lower the high points with a concrete grinder. So raise the low points, lower the high points, and hopefully somewhere in the middle we'll get something kind of close to a flat slab. Rigid 4-inch diamond concrete wheel on our cheapo Harbor Freight grinder. I think this thing was like $15. The wheel was like $45 though, but it is worth every penny. Super loud and dusty work, so definitely eye protection, ear protection. I actually got quite a bit of dust under my glasses yesterday, so I'm going with good old racquetball goggles. And knee pads if you're an old person like me and everything hurts. Most importantly, a respirator would be ideal. Minimum dust mask. I have neither, so bandana it is. And I could tell you by the amount of pink boogers I blew out yesterday that it's not that effective, but it's something. All right, here we are on day 3 of grinding down this slab. I've only been able to spend maybe half an hour or so after work, so it's total been an hour. Just a little bit left to do. Let's see if you can see right down here. This used to be like a cliff. It was like a cliff, and now it's like a ramp, which is exactly what we're going for. I just need to take this hump down a little bit more. Hey Hogan, you want help? Okay. So I'm working on sanding down this concrete for a few days now, you know, maybe like 30 minutes at a time, about as much as vibration as my hands can handle, and it's looking pretty good. But another thing I want to do is clean out the patch, the old patch, to make room for new cement. So I replaced the blade on the angle grinder. This is actually a tile cutting blade that was left over from an old project, bathroom tile project, but it works just fine in this case. And I'm just making some little slices in here in this patch and making a nice big gutter for the concrete repair stuff to go into. Wow, look at the sort of crevasse that has emerged once we took that old patch out. It is deep. So when it comes time to fixing it, I mean, all the patch compounds say no more than 2 inches, and I'd say this is significantly more than 2 inches. So now the plan is pack it with some sand and then multiple layers of patching compound. This big bag of sand, I got play sand because it was on sale as opposed to Quikrete stuff. This was $2.50 for 50 pounds. And then I got this Quikrete concrete patch. It's a vinyl patcher. So we're gonna try that.
You like my little makeshift stopper?
Yeah. Whatever works. Everyone, I'm all kind of pink right now because I just went for a run. Ugh. But I did want to get out here and show off the nearly finished project. I'm calling it finished, and I'll show you why. Here is that first crack, that fissure. It no longer exists. That ridge is gone. And yeah, pretty flat. I gotta say, it looks great. Second one also looks great. Bonus feather. Yeah, that whole lip is gone. There's a slight dip, but it's so imperceptible. It's not entirely cured yet, so that's why there's this dark line right there, but a couple days it'll be good. Yeah, it is basically flat. And then the patch cover up. Also, again, it's a little dark because it's not completely cured, but those two deep cuts are filled in. And I think if anything, I might come out here and just grind this little edge right here. There's like a couple spots like that, but you know, I'm calling it good. I think it looks great. Ignore the multi-colors and stuff because we are coating the whole thing anyway, or at least any bits that are going to show with some gripper paint, and you're not even going to see it. And also, like I said, 90% of this is going to be covered with stall mats, so we are not aiming for perfection, just improvement, and we want our mats, the edges to line up and not be all crazy. So I think that goal is achieved.